Welcome back to today's video. We're going to be playing skylines. In today's video, we're going to be doing a speed build on Amish country. And so, I know I said in the episode after, or no, before last, that we are going to work on the park here to get it leveled up, and we didn't do that. So, here's me starting to do that with some of the newer stuff that we unlocked. Although, spoiler alert, we don't get it up to level 5, our amusement park. Although we do level up our city park to level 3, and we will probably be able to get level 5 in the next couple of episodes, hopefully. I'm just going around filling up it with different gazebos because this guy levels up and we never put him in. But so for like the ones that you can enter in two sides, of putting them in like these little corners here, and then angling them to where you can enter it on both sides. And then the ones that you can't, I've just been putting them in places that you couldn't put the one that you can enter in on both sides. And then I get to work on the biggest portion of our episode here, which is building a big oil refinery. But so I start by actually needing to unlock the oil refinery industry, and so I plan on getting this up to level 2, which I do end up doing, which we just need workers. So I just start spamming all the buildings, because if you don't know, every building gives out actual just as workers when you place it down. So I just placed enough buildings to get it leveled up, and then yeah. But so then got rid of all these little buildings here because I don't want them, and then I just got to work on building it. And so I came over to here, which one thing that would have probably changed with the build here is I'll put it on probably letters. I have the tracks in so it ain't as close to the city, because this ends up being pretty big. Or well, its longest point is at the longest point of here, which it's a long building. So, but I placed down road connections, make sure reconnect anything that I destroyed in the process. And then I did just place down a warehouse here that I then made for factory products. And so this way factory products can go into there. And so I was originally going to do that as like a build on furrows. Do you see that a whole lot of oil refineries? But ended up not doing that in trade of putting that somewhere else, because that would have been extremely small. But so I placed a whole lot of different buildings here from the Industries DLC oil area, and I put 4x4 tiles there. Originally I was going to do just shipping containers there, but then I ended up doing like a couple of buildings. You will see it when you see the final product, I believe. But so this is a trick that I learned from Imputer, and but so if you lower the terrain, you can use monorail tracks as like piping, and they can actually be used at the heights. But so I'm using the smaller storage facility just because it will fit a whole lot better in here. So I made it to where it's 3 tanks wide, and then on the one side and the other side it's 2, just because I placed down a main building just to get like some offices for this area, or our oil refinery. But so tried to find out exactly how long it is, but I ended up just guessing and I got it right. But so I got that all in, and then I built a road to where I could get it placed in directly, and then I placed down all the pipes, and then I placed down the storage facilities, so we can store the oil. And then we placed down the pipes, and then I put them into the road because obviously I can get them directly next to it. But so I figured that they would go underneath the road and then go into the petroleum or the oil refinery. But so then I realized these were a bit short, so I just expanded them a bit, which actually I think I like how they are now more than how they were before. But then I just put it in the other side, and then our workers do need some parking, so I figured because we've just this little strip here, and with realistically they would have used up as much space as they physically could out of the land that they had, and for some reason zoning broke there, so I just put a path there. And then later on I do fully put parking just all along that, and then I use rocks just to hide up the bad edge along there. And so you can see under the map because of where they put the pipes, but the rocks kind of draw your attention away from that whenever you're looking at it directly. And the rocks tend to also hide it, giving it some shadows. And so I just placed them in. And then I built this lower part, and this is like a overflow point for like any oil that has been overflowed, or like a storage. I guess I'm not really sure what these like holes are used for, but you see them a whole lot in oil refineries. But so then I realized that the little concrete path doesn't have like terrain collisions on it, so I just changed it to one of the park paths. And then I just lowered the terrain all around, then I cleaned it up just there. And then I put in a sewage pipe in, just in this way we could get some water in there, so this way I could then put in concrete quarry walls going all around it. And then I just check on the buildings there just to make sure they were going in just fine. And so then I placed in our quarry wall here, and so I just that, and then I moved it around so this way I can place in everything. Then I figured out that what short where I built that it's too close to the building, so the wall wouldn't place. So then I just kept trying to fix it up, so this way I could get it to where it was nice. And so then I got to this. And if you don't know, if you just connect that up to one thing, then it will still work, and then it will suck up the water, but it won't be put into your water like system, so you won't make anyone sick. And then if you just delete the pipes, then that sewage water is just gone forever. And then I just connected this around, and then I just put everything up to what I normally put them at, and then I just clean up the terrain, because realistically this would just be sheer walls. And actually it would have been just like a gradual slope, but we can't make concrete gradual slopes in 6th Century Master because they decided not to update the game to have the concrete decals, which is pretty dumb. But so I just cleaned that up, and then I came over to the ore area just to take a look at everything. And then I got to placing on more stuff in our parks. And then well, that's pretty much all I did for a bit. And then I expanded our ore industry so we could start to get some of the unique factors that you get from the ore industry. And also I wanted to get the other ore storage, which in game it's no different, just as has slightly higher capacity. But I wanted to get it because instead of it being that like white is that tan or white color, it's black, and so it could be coal, and then the other one could be some other mineral. But because they would need to do that, which actually realistically you have multiple storage facility to hold both of those, but it's fine. And then I went back to our park and, well, kept adding stuff. But so I just did that since we could get metal, or yeah, metal, or the other material, I forget which one you get first, metal or glass, and then the second one. What I had said earlier about placing in their park, well, I placed it in a zoo, and then I do end up also placing in a nature reserve, just so I can get some extra buildings, which they do end up helping a bit. Although we are very close to getting up to level 5, our amusement park. We're still like 300 away, I believe, by the end of this episode. But so, well, that happens in the next episode, because I've already recorded the second one. But, I just kept placing down more tents, just because these things are so small and they actually give some entertainment. And, well, they work. I think the only one you could actually get by itself up to level 5 is the zoo, which I think is kinda dumb. And how they made these, and that it's pretty much impossible to get them up to their max of level 5 by themselves. You need to get the other park stuff to get them up. So, yeah, but that'll be it for this episode. Do you've enjoyed? If you have, make sure to like and subscribe, and I hope to see you next one. Bye!